Picture this: a bustling New York neighborhood, alive with the sounds of jazz, the vibrant colors of art, and the powerful words of poets. It's the 1920s, and Harlem is about to change the world. In the heart of New York City, a new generation of black artists, writers, musicians found their voice, challenging stereotypes and celebrating their heritage with unprecedented boldness. How did this small corner of Manhattan spark a revolution in black culture that would echo through the decades? Duke Ellington's orchestra at the Cotton Club became the soundtrack of an era, his sophisticated compositions elevating jazz to new heights. The smoky clubs of Harlem pulsed with the improvisations of Louis Armstrong and the sultry vocals of Bessie Smith, creating a musical revolution that would influence generations to come. It was a cultural awakening that laid the groundwork for the civil rights movement. Its influence spread across the nation and around the world, inspiring similar movements in other cities and countries. The ideas and art born in Harlem traveled far, carried by the jazz records that found their way into homes across America and the books that were passed from hand to hand. By asserting their identity and worth through art, literature, and music, the figures of the Harlem Renaissance challenged the status quo and demanded recognition of black humanity and rights. Its echoes can be heard in the rhythms of hip-hop, seen in the bold strokes of contemporary African-American artists, and read in the works of modern black authors. The Harlem Renaissance wasn't just about creating beautiful things. It was about creating a new vision of what it meant to be black in America. It was a declaration that black culture was American culture, rich, vibrant, and essential to the nation's identity. The movement's emphasis on pride, self-expression, and cultural identity remains a powerful force in American culture. From the jazz-filled nights of the Cotton Club to the quiet corners where poets penned their verses, Harlem in the 1920s was more than just a place. It was a moment that changed America forever. His words, infused with the rhythms of jazz and blues, spoke of dreams deferred and hopes renewed. Alongside Hughes, Zora Neale Hurston wove tales of Southern black life, preserving folklore and dialect in her groundbreaking novels. The Harlem Renaissance was more than just a cultural movement. It was an explosion of creativity that reshaped America's artistic landscape. What voices are rising, ready to reshape our world once again? The spirit of the Harlem Renaissance reminds us to listen, to look, and to embrace the transformative power of art and culture in our own time. At the forefront of this renaissance stood literary giants like Langston Hughes, whose poetry captured the soul of black America. Aaron Douglas, often called the father of African-American art, painted murals that blended African motifs with Art Deco style, creating a visual language for the black experience in America. His work, along with that of sculptors like Augusta Savage, adorned the walls of Harlem's galleries and homes, bringing a new aesthetic to the forefront of American art. But the Harlem Renaissance wasn't just about words on a page. It was a feast for the senses, with music that still resonates today. Visual artists, too, found inspiration in this cultural crucible. The impact of the Harlem Renaissance extended far beyond the boundaries of art and entertainment. This cultural flowering wasn't confined to Harlem streets. The legacy of the Harlem Renaissance continues to shape our world today. As we look back on this extraordinary period, we're reminded of the power of art to transform society. In the end, the Harlem Renaissance teaches us that creativity can be a form of resistance, that art can challenge injustice, and that culture can be a catalyst for change. As we reflect on this pivotal era, we're left with a question: what cultural revolutions are brewing in our neighborhoods today?